Chander, where do you stand on this? If Arvind Kejriwal is saying there is a conflict of interest, I'm telling you what the conflict of interest is, then what is the problem if the judge recuses herself? In this case, she has decided not to, and therefore Arvind Kejriwal is saying, I will not appear before her. Are you seeing this as satyagraha or revolt?
See, whether revolt or satyagraha, it really doesn't matter. If the accused decides not to contest the case in the court, the case will proceed. The case will proceed if the presence of the accused is required. In this case, Mr. Kejriwal, then the court can compel that by issuing a warrant. What also needs to be seen is that the court, while passing the interim order, had mentioned very clearly that, and given a prima facie observation, that at this stage, the court said that there is the test for creating at the stage of charge, where the trial court had passed the judgment, the trial court should have seen at the stage of charge only a strong suspicion, and the proof beyond reasonable doubt was not required at that stage. That is a matter of trial. But the trial court goes deep into it, creates it as a trial, as a mini trial, and then passes a decision. So prima facie, if you look at what the decision was passed by the trial court, the High Court felt it was reasonable grounds for interference by the High Court, and accordingly, the court decided to take it further. Now, once this order is passed, just a prima facie view of a judge has come. Then to come to the court and say, listen, I don't now trust because a prima facie view seems to be against the accused, the accused cannot seek recusal. So the reason why the recusal has come in, at the stage at which the request for recusal has come in, after that prima facie view, I don't think it is very reasonable otherwise it will open up for all accused to do the same thing after a prima facie observation is given.
Sumit ji, do you have anything to say about the direct charge that Arvind Kejriwal is making against Justice Swarnakanta's children, both being lawyers, both being government impaneled lawyers, and saying, you know, who is the one who is arguing the case against me? It's the Solicitor General of India, who is Tushar Mehta. Who's the one giving Justice Swarnakanta's children, cases? It is again Tushar Mehta. When there is a clear conflict of interest that is drawn out, is Arvind Kejriwal wrong then in asking for what he is asking? Because he's made some very specific choices, specific allegations.
See, the discussion and the arguments with respect to the recusal has already taken place in the court, and the court has already passed its observation on that. So there's no point rediscussing those issues. But if you ask for my point of view, it's very simple. See, government is one of the highest litigants in the country today.
Correct.
There are hundreds and millions and thousands of cases against the government. And the government needs good cases to come up, good lawyers to contest it for the government. Now, and obviously, for any government panel to take place, there's a notification open to all the lawyers who can apply.
Sure.
The lawyers, once they apply, there is an interview, there's documentation, there's entire process by which a government lawyer is appointed in for appearing in the court. Now, if somebody is, although passed on merits, passed the interview, and tomorrow you're blamed that, listen, you have been passing the interview or passing the qualification is not because you're actually qualified.
Good point.
You are somebody's son or daughter. I think the entire country will stop functioning.
ऐसा चलेगा तो government of, no one will be able to fight cases in court, especially when the Union of India is involved.
So this is something which I think has to be considered, and judiciary, I can tell you by my experience as well, that judiciary is reasonable, it is fair, and what is being passed in the past by the basis of orders which are now in public domain, of course.
Okay.
And everybody has a right to challenge it. The accused has a right to challenge if he's not satisfied with that
Well,
order.
Mr. Kejriwal is saying, many people are asking me why I have not taken the matter to the Supreme Court. He's saying I'm doing that, the preparation is on. But till that happens, I'm letting everyone know, including Justice Swarnakanta, that I will not be appearing before her court, neither will any lawyer representing me. We'll see how this escalates, because escalate it certainly will. Thank you, Sumit ji, for joining us. Aditya, good to have you on the show. With that, ladies and gentlemen, a quick break. Amita is joining you at the top of 1:30 with all the day's headlines. Do stay with us.